Let's learn how to make a snapshot, or more specifically, a golden image of a running EC2 instance. Now, why would you want to make a snapshot of an instance? Well, in this case, you might get your instance to a state where you've configured it and it's got some really good stuff running on it. Maybe you put a lot of time into setting up your software, your images, everything that's going to be running a web page or something similar, and you want to launch a whole bunch of web servers or applications that are just like it, that are identical. Well, the way to make that easy without having to do the configuration every time is to create a golden image and then to just launch that golden image. And that golden image in the AWS environment is called an AMI, or an Amazon Machine Image. So here's my running website running on 100.27.22.247. And if I come over here to my instances, here it is. It's called Donut Website. And if I want to take a copy or make a copy of this called a golden image or an AMI from this running server, I go over here to Actions, Images and Templates, and I say Create Image. And I'll call this one Donut Image. And I've done this a couple times today, so I'll call it Donut Image 3, so there's not a naming problem. And then I just go down and click Create Image. And what's going to happen is over here in the left navigation under AMIs, it's going to create an AMI that is called Donut Image 3. And it takes it about 10-15 minutes to do that. Now, in the process of doing this, it actually reboots the running server. So if I come down here to this, at some point within the next couple minutes, it's going to say, hey, you just got cut off from your connection. And at some point, the web page will stop working. So that's kind of annoying. In order to get it up and running again, I have to log back into the server and say start the web server again. At any rate, since it takes about 10-15 minutes for it to finish that process, I've already done it. And the AMI that I did it with before is called Donut Image. My Donut Image specifically. And so if I want to now create a copy of the previously running one, and I could do this hundreds of times over, I click next to this and then I go to the button that says Launch Instance from AMI. And I come over here and let's just call this this actually doesn't matter, but Donut Website 2. I'm going to let it run on the specified image. I'll run it on a T2.micro hardware. I want to be able to log into it so I can start the web server when it actually comes up. And I'm going to use this particular key pair. And down here under security group, I want to allow it to accept traffic from the internet over port 80. So with just a couple of steps, so remember on the previous page, it was just click a checkbox, then launch an instance from that AMI. I gave it a name, which was optional. I selected a key pair for logging into it once it's running, and then I want to allow it to have port 80 traffic. So let's go ahead and click Launch Instance. And I will click on this link. And it says instance state is pending. It'll be up and running relatively soon. In the meantime, our old one, it says connection to the host has closed, or connection to the previous server has closed. And my web page has stopped running as well because it did a reboot on the one that was running, which is kind of annoying. Okay, here is my new instance. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to click Connect. And technically let me go back for a second. It has an IP address, this new server that I just created from the image. But the web server is not running on it yet. And so the way this one is currently configured, I have to go in there and log in and turn it on. So I'm going to grab this little command right there, copy paste. And I have to make a couple little edits here that are not right. Yes. And once I am in there, I just need to type sudo. Now this is for the particular thing that I set up, but service engine x start. And that means it started, and I come over here, and there it is. Welcome to my donut page, and it came up. So I could do this process hundreds and hundreds of times over, where I come over here to the EC2 dashboard, select my instance that I want to, or my image that I want to create an image from, and I can do that over and over again. And that is the magic of a golden image. You get your website properly configured once, and then you can spawn unlimited copies of it.